Welcome students, welcome to the lecture number 5 of Interface Python with MySQL. Okay, in the previous lectures we have seen that how we can establish the connection between MySQL and Python, and along with that I have shown you the execution of select command in that connectivity. Okay, so the topic for today is basically the parameterized queries. Okay, so what are the parameterized queries? Because in the previous lecture we have seen the execution of a command that selects star from student, that's it. Okay, but suppose if you want to include the where clause with it, then how we can do that? Okay, so for that we have the parameterized queries with us. So you can see that what is basically the parameterized queries. To execute parameterized queries in MySQL.connector, okay, to execute a parameterized query in MySQL.connector, because it is basically the module, okay, an SQL query string is to be formed with the values of the parameter. So in order to execute the parameterized query, first of all, we have to create a SQL query string with us. Okay, so how do we create this SQL query string? Because through this query string we can pass the values of the parameter to the program. Okay, so basically there are two methods for it, and the methods are basically string templates with percentage formatting. Okay, so as you see, the first one is f%v form, right, and the second one is the format method. So basically these are the two ways for passing the values of the parameter in the SQL query. Okay, so first one is f%v form and the second one is using format method. Actually the first one is basically the older version, older form, okay, and the second one is basically the new form. So we will see both of them, that how we can execute query in f%v form as well as in by using this format method. Okay, so let us see that. First we are going to see that how we are going to execute this f%v form. Okay, so let me first write the particular query. As I told you that in this we have the form that is s%v form. Okay, suppose I want to execute a query that select star from employee, or suppose from student, where COUID is equal to 104. Suppose this is my query that I want to execute. So how I can write this query in the form which is given above, that is f%v form. Okay, so we will write it like this, like suppose st is basically the name of the string. Okay, and we will write select star from student where COUID is equal to %s. Okay, so we will write like this, that select star from student where COUID is equal to %s, and immediately after that what I have to do, I will write percentage and within the bracket I 104 comma. Okay, so basically this is the format. So in this case, what is basically represented by f and what is basically represented by v? You can see that in the above format it is written f%v. So it means the data before the percentage represented by f and data after the percentage is represented by v, right? So here f, okay, so in this case f represents a template string, and v refers the value. Okay, and v basically refers to the value. Okay, so if we compare this f percentage v format with this command, so we can see that this select star from student where course is equal to percentage s, this is basically the f value, that is a template string. Okay, and then there is a percentage symbol, right, that is written f percentage, and after the percentage symbol we have v. So this 104 that is written within brackets and comma is basically the value of v, because v refers to the value. Okay, so what this command will do, this will basically fetch the records of all the students whose course ID is basically 104. Okay, so this is basically the pattern for writing that command. So let me do one thing. We will first execute this format and then we will move to the next format method. Okay, so let me first open the MySQL, sorry, that is our interactive mode of Python. Okay, so here it is. Just wait, it is opening. Now it's open. You remember that in the previous lecture we have created a file, I think named as dcon1, right? So let me move. Yes, this is the name of, this is my file dcon1. Let me first open it. So now this is my file which I have used in the previous lecture. Okay, so what I will do, I will basically use this statement. Okay, I will say I'm simply copying it. Okay, just copy, and then I go to my program. Over here it is written as first I will, okay, so I will copy that statement over here. Okay, and in the cursor where I have written the command, okay, so in that, in spite of that command, I will put the value of this st, because in st I have fitted the entire command. Okay, so this is my st. All right, and along, and rather than fetch many command, I have simply used fetch all. Okay, so that whatever records that is returned by this query will we see all the records. Okay, so let me first run it. So now you can see that we are getting the record of those students whose course ID is basically 104. You can see that we are getting the records of Sakshi and Sonali because they both are studying in the course 104. Okay, so this in this way you can see that we see the records of all the students whose course ID is basically 104. So this will be the pattern for writing the command. Okay, now the next method is basically the format method. Okay, the next way is the format method. So let me explain you that how you are going to use the format method. Okay, so the pattern for executing is basically the string template, then you have to put dot, right, and format function, and within the function you have to specify values. Okay, so within the function you are going to specify the values. So suppose if I want to execute in this the above command in the by using the format method, then what will be the criteria for me? So I will write it like this, that select star from student where where COUID is equal to. Now after that what I will do, I will simply put a curly bracket over here. Okay, so this curly bracket is basically the placeholder for the values. This curly bracket is basically, let me write it over here also. Curly brackets are used as the placeholder for the values. Okay, so it means that wherever you want to put any value in the command, just place a curly bracket at that point. Okay, in the command, wherever you want to put the value, just place the curly bracket at that point, because you will see that in this command the select star from student where course ID is equal to, now after that we have to put the value of the course ID which we want to see. So in spite of putting that value, I simply write a curly bracket over there, because curly brackets are used as a placeholder for the values in format method. Okay, so after writing it, I have simply put dot format, and within the format, what I will do, I will write the value 104. Okay, what I will do, I will write the value 104. All right, so as I have written this value 104, then we simply put comma, because we have to specify the data in the form of tuples. Okay, so over here also you can see that why we have put comma, because the values are present in the form of tuples. Okay, so the tuple data is present within this square brackets, right, within these brackets, and then a comma is required at the end. Okay, so this is basically the format for writing the command. All right, and then what we will do, we will simply copy, and then we will come to our code, and over there, in spite of this command, I remove this command from here and put the command which is used by me. Okay, let me see that when I put comma at the end of this 104, whether this command will execute or not. So I simply press F5, and now you can see that we are getting the records of those employees who are in 104, who's studying in basically in 104 course ID. Okay, so this is basically the concept. All right, and there is now after that you have seen that we have two methods for us. One is the format method and the other one is the f%v form, right? So let us do some program with this. The first program that we are going to use is basically write a Python program to display details of all employees who works in sales department, and along with that we have to do another program in which we have to show details of employees who works in sales and getting salary more than 15,000. Okay, so we have to make two programs. In the first program we are going to show the records of all those employees who works in sales department, and in basically, as I told you, the second one, that is format method, is basically the newer version, newer form. So that's why in order to perform all our questions, we basically use the second form only. Okay, because that is a new one, so we are going to use only the second form. So let us do this question in which I have to retrieve the records of employees who belongs to the sales department only, right? Okay, so before going to that, first we open the SQL and see what are the records present in the sales department employees. Okay, so let me open the MySQL command line, and I put the password Shadley, and then I activated the database, that is company. Okay, now after that I will see that what will be the what are the records which is present in the table employee. Okay, so you can see that we have 7 records in it, and the sales department employees are this Kashish, Manas and Aditya. So let us see that whether these 3 records are shown to us or not. Okay, so this is my program, everything will be the same, but the thing that I have to change is basically the command, right? So I have written the command that select star from employee where let me see that we have to use the department field. So where DEPT is equal to, then I put the value placeholder, that is curly brackets, and that's all. Then comma. Then after that, sorry, not comma, I have to put dot, because once the string template is over, then I will put dot. Okay, over here I have to put format, and within the brackets I have to put the arguments. Okay, so we want the records of sales department employees, right? So let me put sales. Okay, so let me see that what will be the result of this command. Okay, so after writing it, I simply save it, but now you can see that we are getting a lot of errors, right? So why we are getting a lot of error in this case? All right, let me see that. Okay, so I have written where department is equal to, obviously we have to put sales over here, but you can see that I put form and sales is also there, and the name of the department is basically sales also. But why we are getting this problem? Suppose if I put comma after this, what I put, basically a comma after this, then let me see that what will be the result. Right, it is not connected. Let me see that what will be the error. Okay, you see that department, we have written department is equal to the value parameter. Okay, but remember one thing, that the basically department is basically of character type. Okay, so if we want to specify any integer value, then single or double quotes is not required. But when we are talking about the field that is holding the string values or character values, then obviously we have to put single quotes over here, because in this query we don't put double quotes, because double quotes are basically already put at the starting and ending of this string template. You can see that double quotes are already present in the starting and ending of the string template. So what we will do, department is equal to single quote and then again single quote. Okay, so no need to put comma over here, just put single quotes basically on the field which contains the character data. Okay, so all this is done. Let me again execute it, enter. So now you can see that at the end we are getting the records of those employees who are basically working in the sales department, right? So remember one thing, if you do these kind of mistakes, then obviously your code will not work. Okay, so what you have to remember, that when you are comparing any value which is basically holding an integer value, then no need of quotes over there. But if you are using a value which is a basically character type, then you have to put quotes in this case. Okay, and no need to put the data in the form of tuples. You can simply write the data, and then in spite of comma you can simply write the data. So that's why we are basically following this new format, because this new format is quite easy as compared to the previous one, right? So in this way you can see that we have completed the question number 1, which is given that we have to show the details of all the employees who works in the sales department. Okay, you can also note it down. Now let's move to the second question, that is we have to display details of employees who works in sales department and getting salary more than 15,000. Okay, so over here you have two conditions with us. One is that the sales department, and other one is that salary getting more than 15,000. Okay, so let me see that how we will do this command. So the command is basically select star from employee where department is equal to sales, and then we put and salary is greater than, then again a curly bracket is over there. Okay, again a curly bracket is basically over there, because I told you wherever you want to put the values, just put the curly bracket in spite of that. But if it is a character value, then obviously put the curly brackets within the single quotes. But if it is an integer value, then no need to put any quotes, you have to simply write the curly brackets. Okay, so after that we have to provide the parameters. So the first parameter is basically the sales. So when the system executes this query, the sales value is placed at this point, comma, and now we have to show the record of those employees whose salary is more than 15,000. So the second parameter value is provided at the second point. So when the system executes this command, what will it do? At the first curly bracket, it will place the value of the first parameter, and at the second curly bracket, it will place the value of the second parameter. Okay, so let me run this. So now you can see that over here we are getting the record of only Kashish and Manas. Why? Because they are getting salary more than 15,000. If you look at the result above, we have 3 employees working in the sales department, Kashish, Manas and Aditya. But in the second we are getting only the record of Kashish and Manas, because along with the sales department requirement, we also put a requirement that the salary must be greater than 15,000, and only Kashish and Manas are getting the salary more than 15,000, whereas Aditya is getting the salary 8,200, which is basically less than 15,000. That's why his record is not shown in the result. Okay, so I hope you understand that what is basically the way of doing these commands. So we have done a question like work in sales and getting salary more than 15,000. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you that how we have performed this question. Okay, so you can note it down the question also, right? Now after that, once this question is over, we have performed the select command with us. Okay, now after that, what we are going to do, we are going to execute a query named as insert. Okay, you know that in order to insert record in the table, we basically write the insert query. So suppose if we want to use the insert query in our program, then how we can do that? Okay, so over here there is a question for it, that write a program to insert record in the table employee, in which values are E code 108, name is Ashish, salary is 41,500, department is accounts, and the post is manager. So let us do this query, that how we are going to execute it. Okay, so mainly everything will be the same, like so if con, the connection is there, con is there. Okay, right, so connections established successfully, then we have a select command with us. But now in spite of select command, what we are going to do, we are going to insert use a insert command. Okay, right, so let me start writing the command, that insert into the table name is employee values. Okay, and then we put the bracket over there. Okay, I hope you know that we have to put the bracket. Okay, and after that we will write the curly brackets, because in this within the values bracket we have to put the values. Okay, so the first value is basically E code, which is a integer value, so we simply put the curly bracket. The second value is E name, which is a character value, so that's why we put that value within the quotes. I think the third value is the salary, and then department and post. Okay, so the salary value is integer value, so we put without the quotes. Third value is the department, that's why we put it within the quotes. And the fourth value is basically the post, that's why we have put it on also in quotes. Then we close the bracket, and then the curly, and then the double quote is closed. Okay, you can see that we have completed the command, and after that we will put for dot format. Okay, and after that we will supply all those values which is required in the curly brackets. So the first one is, the code number should be 108, and the name of employee is Ashish, comma, the salary will be let me see what is the value, 41,500. This is the value, comma, the department will be accounts and the post is manager. Okay, so the department will be account, is it account or accounts? account. Okay, so the department will be account, comma, and the post will be manager. Okay, so I have written the entire values which is required in this command. Now you have to remember one thing: in case of insert command as well as in the update command or delete command, you have to write one more statement. Okay, and that one is cur dot. After executing this command, then you have to do one more thing. The name of the connection is basically con. Okay, the name of the connection which I have used is basically con. So you have to write one more statement, that con dot commit. So why this commit is required? Because this commit function basically stores the data in your table. Okay, so after executing this insert command, this commit function must be executed, right? And in this case we don't have to use any fetch statement because right, let me close it. I will simply write the statement that print record inserted successfully. Okay, if the record is inserted successfully, then we'll definitely get the result. Okay, there is some problem. Okay, let me resolve the problem first. Just wait. Okay, actually there is a gap is required, right? So now the gap is there in the code. Let me run it again. So F5. So we are getting the message that record inserted successfully. Okay, so let me see whether the record is inserted in the database or not. For that I will see select star from employee. So now you can see that the record of 108 is also inserted in the table. Okay, so now you can see that the insert command is performed successfully in the manner, and also we have seen that the record of 108 is also inserted in the table, right? So this is basically the case of insert command. So you can also note it down that, right? And after that we will move to the next question, that write a program to increase salary of all accounts department employees by 5,000. So what we want to do, we want to increase the salary of all accounts department employees by 5,000, and you know that for this we have to use the update command. So let me see that how we are going to execute the update command, right? So obviously we have to change this command pattern only. So we'll delete the everything. Now update employee set salary is equal to salary plus curly brackets, where department is equal to single quotes, and within the single quotes we put the curly brackets, where department is equal to this. So now this is the end of my update command. Then I will write the format, and within the format I will write the value. So at the first curly bracket I have to put the value 5,000, and in the second curly bracket I have to put the name of the department, that is account. I think the name of the department is basically accounts. I think, yes, the name is account. Okay, so I have simply put account over there. Okay, so now my query is complete. Let me execute it. So over here it is written that record insert record. Basically I haven't changed the message that record inserted. So in spite of record inserted, you can write record updated successfully. Okay, so let me see that whether there is any change in the records or not. Okay, now you can see that right, so these are the records. Okay, so you can see that account the first employee of the account department is basically Sakshi. Her previous salary is basically 17,200, but after adding the 5,000, her salary becomes 22,200. Alicia is also working in accounts, getting salary 19,200. So after increasing, she getting the salary 24,200. But Sonali, as she is working in the finance department, so her previous salary was 22,500 and the current salary is also 22,500. So you can see that there is no change in the salary of those employees who are working in any other department. But at the end we have one more employee, that is Ashish. He is working in accounts and getting salary. Previous salary was 41,500, but you can see that after increasing, his salary become 46,500. So I hope you understand that what are the basic way of doing these questions. Okay, so basically we have done the insert command as well as the update command with. So that's all for today, and this is basically the last video of this lecture, of this chapter, sorry. Okay, so this is the end of this chapter, and in the next video we are going to start some new chapter also. Okay, so thank you very much and have a nice day.